What's up, everyone? I finally decided to do it. Decided to hop on the YouTube wave, and he'll be recording as always. He'll be catching the crazy angles in the pictures. My man, thank you for coming. 100%. We'll guarantee you'll see a lot more of us doing stuff together. Oh, surprise! We are in LA. Remember when I said I wasn't coming home? We're not coming home. A poll. There you go. Questions you guys have for us about living here for a year. 4-hour flight later from LA to Houston. The hype's real. Wow, guys. Welcome to episode number 1. We're finally here. The Under the Influence podcast, the most influential podcast in the world.
Exactly.
Right? Speaking into existence. This is episode 1. It's an exciting day. You excited?
I'm excited.
We got Noelle in the corner over here with her NASCAR Diego AirPod headphones. What are they called?
AirPod Pro Max.
Air Max Pros,
right?
Yeah, AirPod.
Those are really big.
They're big. Can you hear us? Are we talking loud?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Okay.
Nice. All right, so she's gonna be on the side pulling us some stuff, and it's been a long time coming.
It has.
It's been what, a year and a half?
Something like that. We've been saying it for a while.
We've been talking about it for a while.
Yeah.
A really long time.
Yeah.
But first of all, let's get into the sponsor of the podcast. As you can see, Thiccc. It's a Japanese whiskey. I'm a whiskey guy. And I've always been a whiskey guy. Did you know that about me?
Yes.
I didn't, and I'm not a whiskey guy.
You did know.
I'm not an alcohol guy.
You're going to be, guys. So, Under the Influence podcast, is it an excuse to just have us drink once a week?
Yes.
It very well might be. And I'm excited about it. No, it's actually not. Well, first of all, let's do the right thing. Let's open it.
This is a tradition that we always do.
Yeah, if you're wondering why we tapped it, guys, it's because anytime, I don't know if it's a Jersey thing or not. Oh, it doesn't help out because Noel's from Jersey. But
yeah, I've never done
I think
that.
it was just
you've never done it?
I don't think so.
I think it was just our group. Like, who came up with it?
No, because I saw a video today. It was I don't know, it was on TikTok. They said they slapped the bottle. We tap it.
We tap the top of the
Yeah,
bottle.
it's called. We call
it
the Tony Two taps. You have to tap it twice for good luck. Because if you don't, you have a bad night.
Yep.
Because think about all the times we've actually had nights where we'll literally be drinking.
In Houston. It
was a bad night.
We didn't Tony Two tap it.
Yeah.
We
that's
cracked
true.
the bottle.
Yeah.
And I blacked out.
We were just in Houston, we were drinking, and I remember the guys that we were with, carrying them, they opened the bottle, and Chris was like, yo, they didn't tap it. I'm like, fuck, it's fucked up. And then what happened? He ended up blacking out, throwing up everywhere.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Why do you do that?
What?
You throw up a lot.
I wasn't trying to.
Does he not throw up a lot?
He throws up a lot, and I'm literally scarred for life, and because I have a phobia of throw up, so...
Yeah.
The thing is, no, it actually wasn't my fault because I was crossed.
Wait, when? Were you high?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, wait. Yeah. Damn, I really want Noah to tap this right now, but she's kind of far. Can you reach?
Well, she's not going to drink. It's only the people who are drinking
tap it with
right?
your... No, she can drink.
No, I'm in the room. I need to tap.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, then Kyle needs to tap it too.
Kyle, can you tap it for us? Yeah. What if you
just
did that? And also we have Kyle in the room running cameras. Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you, Kyle.
All right, let's do this. But did you smoke?
Yeah.
When? Wait, when did you smoke?
Before, and one of the.
Ooh, that was a good sound. Wait, why did you smell like you were smelling like?
Oh, I smiled.
Oh, did you? I love the smell of whiskey. What were you saying? Sorry.
Before we even left, and then someone there had like a little pen.
I love whiskey.
So.
Wait, you've been smoking a lot more lately.
Yeah.
Why?
I kind of picked it back up. I don't know.
Didn't you go, guys? All right. So the thing about us guys is, I'm a drinker, right?
Yeah.
I'm a drinker, and I keep saying it. No, but I don't drink often. I'm not a smoker though.
We literally don't drink anymore.
That's what I'm saying. But when I do drink, what happens?
Yeah.
Right. I go all in. Have you met anyone my size that can drink as much as me? No,
he can definitely drink a lot, but I'm just sad because we haven't drank together.
Yeah, because we have goals. The thing is, I can drink a lot, but I'm responsible too. I'm a responsible degenerate. That's what our friends always used to say.
Yes.
But before we came to LA, and when I started taking my fitness shit serious, first of all, cheers. When I started taking
first sip.
Yeah, first sip on the podcast, guys. Cheers to Under the Influence.
That was smooth.
No, it's good. No. I'm not liking this Japanese whiskey, and it's really fucking strong. It's 48%. Just dropped. You can shop it at thiccboystudios.com if it's not in your local grocery store. But yeah, what was I saying?
Before.
I'm a drinker. Is that what I was saying? I feel like I'm always talking about drinking. Mm-hmm. But oh yeah, before I started taking my fitness stuff serious, when I was in college, high school, we drank a lot.
in high
You
school.
guys drink a lot.
You did too. Oh no, you didn't.
I was a smoker.
Chris has always been a smoker. But what about smoking? Do you like?
I don't like the fact that I have to worry about if I drink too much, I'm gonna feel like shit the next day.
Yeah, but if you smoke too much, you'll feel like shit.
No, I won't.
Right? Wait,
I-
but drinking?
No, I'm saying like the reason I don't really drink a lot anymore is because the feeling the next day is so trash.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
but that's if you're not
But that's the thing.
smart. If you don't go about it the right way. 'Cause
Okay,
like, if I
Isaiah,
could drink-
Isaiah says this, but he is the main person that tries to get everybody really drunk.
Yeah, because we're not. Let's have fun.
Exactly.
Especially because most of the times we drink too, we're in the house. Like I prefer to get drunk with all my friends in the house rather than like going out to the club or anything. But that's what I'm saying. If you fuel up, if you eat the right food, and if you just drink water throughout the night, or if you just chug a bunch of water before you go to sleep, you're usually fine.
Yeah.
Right or
but
wrong?
I'd rather just like smoke. and,
But
like,
why though? My thing is like I hate it. Like you go to parties and smoke, but smoking just makes you all like you're already a more down, like relaxed guy. So smoking, it's like you're not even there.
But I feel like you can't even tell when I did.
I could definitely. Can you tell when Chris was high?
Yes.
I could,
Okay, but the thing is, that's cap.
Why?
Because I was doing it for like 2 weeks before she even found out that I was. She was like, "Wait, you're smoking again?" I was like,
I was smoking again.
Okay, yeah.
"Okay, that's what
But
I thought."
I used to really be able to tell because your eyes get red. But your eyes
My
are
eyes-
actually kind of red a lot.
They are.
They were bloodshot yesterday.
Yeah.
Why? Did you figure it out?
No, I just use eye drops.
Sometimes it's because you're tired. That happens to me too.
A
Chris
lot.
is always tired,
Yeah.
Yeah.
nonstop.
I'm always starving.
Are you? Yeah, that's Chris is saying, guys. Also, I just would like to point out how Chris is a chaser and I don't because he's a bitch.
That's
I'm,
fine.
I'm not a chaser guy.
That's fine.
But anyways, all right, let's get into a little bit about what the podcast is going to be
Yes.
about. So obviously, Under the Influence, we're going to be drinking on it because usually the best conversations happen when you
Yeah,
get,
when you get a little,
when you get a little buzz
something
or you
in
get
you.
really drunk. But the main purpose of it is that, I'm an influencer. Chris is an influencer, or he wants to be. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. No, Chris is an
I work
influencer.
for a lot of influencers.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
do.
way I kind of thought about it. Is that
Oh, it's true. Chris
Well-
actually came up with the name.
yeah? So the way
And at first, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like it. But then once you explained it,
Yeah.
explain it again.
So basically, the way I thought about it, because this was actually, when did I come up with it?
We talked about it actually a while ago, like months ago.
Yeah. Basically, the way I thought about it was that we live in a completely different world than what a lot of people do.
Mm-hmm.
We work a lot.
Are you talking about specifically what we do?
Just, yeah. What we
Oh,
do
yeah,
in
for sure.
general.
Yeah.
And me, being a photographer, being like a videographer, I work with a lot of creators, a lot of influencers
Uh-huh.
at that. And you being the influencer,
Yeah.
the way I kind of thought about it was that like, not a lot of people really get to see like what's on the other side of the camera,
Uh-huh.
like besides like the content that we create.
Or like what goes behind all the videos and all the
yeah,
shooting.
and, like, like everything that isn't put on the camera,
Uh-huh.
right? And we, as creator and influencer, we see both sides of it because I'm doing most of the actual shooting,
Uh-huh.
as if you're doing most of like the thinking, the ideas, like
Yeah.
what goes into those ideas.
Yeah, for sure.
And pretty much the way I thought about it was that like we're in a place where I can explain one side and you're on the complete other different side.
Uh-huh.
And putting those together and then bringing other people, other influencers that we've met,
Yeah.
because you've connected a lot, I've connected a lot
Yeah.
through my work. We can bring other people and like pretty much give them an opportunity to
Show like the light.
show like what,
Not the light, but like what they have to go through, the shit they've
exactly.
worked on.
Because
Yeah.
talking about from like where we started off in pretty much in a garage.
Yeah, we did start in a garage. Even before that, we started. Yeah, I guess our content really started in a
Our
garage.
content really started off in a garage. Shout out Tommy.
Yeah, shout out Tommy.
The
Tommy the dungeon. Yeah, the dungeon. Oh, the garages
And,
are
you know,
lit. Jersey.
Yeah, that's kind of just the way I thought about it, and you being,
Yeah.
a drinker.
Yeah.
Where
Oh, okay.
we were under.
Did you actually think of that
yeah,
too?
because
Okay.
that's the thing. Whatchamacallit.
But you're a drinker too. When you
When I-
want to go all in, you go all in.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
like we were. There's a point in time
Don't
where
let Chris
like.
play you guys. He'll shotgun 10 high noons back to back.
Oh, I can shotgun for days,
Yeah.
but there's a point in time.
He's never
where
lost, by the way. He's accepting all challenges.
There's a point in time where like we were drinking like every weekend.
Yeah, when Devin and them.
And
were
I
here.
just thought it was like a good
Yeah.
name because like we could drink. We could also talk about like the influences that people have had on us.
Yeah.
How LA has had influences on
Yeah.
us from like going from
Yeah,
Jersey to
that
LA.
was my biggest thing was when I really thought about, which is what I liked, is because like people get influences, or people like on any rise to success or whatever they do, you get influence from everyone, whether it's people, experiences,
Yeah.
places you visited, heartbreaks, TV, even from the moment you wake up, what you see on TV, what you see on your phone, like that's all like whether you don't know it or not, that's influencing you throughout your day. So which is why I loved it, because then we can talk to people like, and it doesn't have to strictly be, you know, fitness influencers. We want to get anyone on the podcast that is just good in what they do, whether that's, you know, fitness influencing, whether that's cooking, chefs, comedians, UFC fighters, real estate, anyone that's good. We want to just, you know, bring them on, give them an opportunity to talk about, you know, their biggest influences in life and what affects them, and you know, what makes them do certain things or what's changed their mindset. So that's pretty much what the pod's going to be about. I'm super fucking excited. I think you guys are going to love to, because you guys always talk about, like Chris said, they see what's on camera. They see it, but they don't see what has gone behind it. And what even like from like, you know, childhood days, or like what just inspires people. And as you can see behind us, we have a little decorations, and I think it's going to be really cool. We actually talked about it right before the pod, to have people bring in, you know, little decorations of what they, you know, the thing that means something to them. Like, you know, Chris has his camera, and this his cameras,
Polaroid,
his Bear Brick, and these are low key all his stuff too, except for this Bear Brick though. I brought it right before the episode, but yeah,
maybe we'll bring some shoes for you.
Yeah, but the reason behind the sign, obviously, you know, the glass, the whiskey, cheers, but then also the sneakers. And I'm telling you right now, if you think I don't feel really fancy sipping whiskey out of a glass with there's something about a big ice cube.
You look really fancy. I was like, wow.
Oh wait, do you want some here? But yeah, the sneakers also. Me and Chris. I mean, actually, I'd say you too.
Both.
We're both really into sneakers. Really into fashion. And yeah, he has a little Yeezy 700s on. I got my Nike, my ones on. But I mean, we could even go so far to say that like sneakers has an influence, you know, on our lives, and like just fashion in general. Because I remember growing up, I remember camping out for sneakers. Like I was low key a sneakerhead. I would say my brother got me into it, and I remember like fucking being freezing cold. The first sneakers I ever camped out for were the Bread 11s. Camped out literally like, I want to say, we got there at 9 p.m. that night. We didn't get the sneakers. We didn't get the ticket until 5 p.m. the next day. 5 p.m. So what is that? Almost 24 hours, right? It was, oh my God, it was crazy. And we were first in line. The line was at Quaker Bridge Mall in Lawrenceville, New Jersey.
Was it?
Yeah, Quaker Bridge Mall.
That's funny.
It was me, my brother, and his girlfriend at the time. And it was crazy. It was the coldest night of my life, but I've camped out a couple times. I camped out with John one time, John and my brother. For the Gamma 11, we camped out on base because my friend John's in a military base, and they had like a little sneaker store like on their base. And we camped out all night long, and I think John sabotaged me because I remember, because once we got there, when we were at first in line and everything, once we got to the front the next day or whatever, they let us in. They're like, oh yeah, you have to be active military, like you can't get them unless you are. So John was the only one that got them. And I was like, John, there's no way you didn't know that. We're with someone that's on, like, we're trying to explain to them, we're with someone that's in the military, like, why can't he just buy fucking 5 pairs of sneakers? And, like, everyone, like, was pretending like they cared. Oh, damn, yeah, let them get them. But they were only saying that because they knew we weren't, and that they were going to get them. But, yeah, that, and, like, it was crazy. Yeah. Have you ever camped out?
No, I've never.
Never? So
I've always just bought, like, online, like, raffles, stuff like that.
But you know the thing is, too, is, you're big on the sneaker apps. Yeah. I've never used sneaker apps, but
technology.
Yeah. Chris is very technologically advanced, guys.
I would never camp out. I promise.
Really?
You. No.
Wait, why not?
Not a chance.
It's an experience. I mean, I wouldn't do it now. Would I do it now? No. But at the time when I didn't have, you know, the money to pay like the upcharges and stuff for like reselling price, I would get it.
You know how cold it gets in Jersey?
Yeah. Trust me, I know.
Exactly. I would never do that. But I'm not putting myself through that for some shoes.
But I remember, my brother really got me to sneakers, and that's what, like, I remember just being online, just searching. I remember I used to follow some guy named The Closet Collector. And I used to be on Sneaker News. Because I used to always look at my brother's sneaker collection. It was crazy. And I could never I would actually steal his sneakers.
Would you?
Without him knowing, yeah. Like, I remember when he would
I feel like that's like the biggest like brother thing to fight over his shoes.
Yeah, no, he would go away. He actually never knew. He doesn't even know this. I never told him, but he would go away. And I remember when I was at Rutgers at the time, I would bring some of his sneakers because I was on the football team, so I wanted to look cool. I was just a walk-on, so I wanted to look cool, so I'd take his sneakers. He was away. I think he was in New York. And I would wear them, and I would wear a new pair every day. And they were like, yo, your sneaker collection's crazy. Mm-hmm. And I would purposely never post pictures about them. But yeah, Calvin, if you're watching this, I had sneakers. The Fighter Jets. Were you Foamposite guy?
No, I hate Foamposite.
Really? I like ones.
I would say ones and fours.
Ones and three. No, I never owned a pair of ones until like last year, but 3s and 11s were my favorite growing up. She hates 11s.
We kind of went on a tangent there.
Yeah, we did go on a tangent. But anyways, okay, let's get back into it. So pretty much on the pod, also we're going to have like little segments, you know, like what were you thinking segment where we pull up old pictures or videos of like the guests or friends.
I'm not excited for this.
Yeah. I have a good one for Chris. I have a real good one for Chris. Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't still to this day don't know what the fuck you were thinking, at all. But yeah, we'll do that, and we'll have a little like truth or drink segment where we just take shots and stuff. I'm feeling a little warm. I'm not gonna lie.
Are you doing a truth or drink today?
We could.
Truth or drink.
But Chris is an open book.
I am, because I really don't care.
That's
about
how I
anything.
feel when
What?
I do truth or drinks. Like I'm like, might as well just answer it, unless it's like I
Unless
don't.
there's something crazy.
Yeah.
We're just like,
But what's your limit though?
you're gonna have to find out.
Limit is like something super personal that like the internet doesn't need to know.
Yeah. For all you guys that have been following me and Chris, and you guys know us. You guys kind of know like that we started in Jersey, you know, with the content and everything,
Yeah.
and then we moved up to LA. But I think it's important to go back and let's talk about like
Even beforehand.
yeah. So like, who is Chris? Like, who is Chris?
Yeah.
I mean, all right. Let me rewind before we get into that. Me and Chris we've known each other since years.
It's probably over 10 years now.
Yeah, over 10. Damn, that's a long ass
I
time.
know, right?
That's crazy to think about. Yeah,
Yeah.
so we've known each other since. So I started off with his brother. Well, we were always friends, but
Yeah.
like his brother was in my grade. Shout out Eric. We've been close to his family. My sister used to date one of your cousins.
Yeah. My cousin.
Yeah, so we grew up together. So we've known each other. I want to say since I was middle school, maybe
Yeah.
even before middle school. So yeah, so that's how our relationship started.
Yeah.
And but let's talk about. But the thing is, even now, I feel like I pretty much know you completely, but for them that don't know you, who is Chris and what inspires you, what motivates you, what gets you up every morning, what impacted you growing up to lead to you to where you're at in this point now.
It's like
Middle school, high school.
we're both from Central Jersey, Princeton, WWP, West Central Plainsboro.
And Central Jersey is a thing for everyone that's
Yes,
like,
it
no,
is
there's
a
no
thing.
Central.
It is a thing. The governor said it.
Yeah.
We're both from there. Went to middle school, high school together. So I guess I'll just start with my family. I have a brother. I have 2 sisters. My mom, stepdad.
Big family guy.
I am a very big family guy.
I'm a big family guy too, but he's a very
I'm a mama's boy.
mama's boy. Yeah, that's what it is. There's no bad thing.
But not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out
'Cause
Miss
some people
Alvarez.
think that's a bad thing.
No, it's not a
but-
bad thing. No.
You talked about motivators.
You're a mama's boy. Yes, you're a mama's boy, but you're also very. I would say you're very independent.
Yeah,
Like, you're not a mama's boy that Because we have friends that are mama's boys that need to be like cuddled and like
I've
taken
always
care of.
tried to be as independent as possible. And you talked about motivators, and she's probably like the biggest one. Just because my mom, just to give a little background information, my mom pretty much raised me, my brother, my 2 sisters on her own.
Mm-hmm.
She was the main provider, pretty much the only provider.
Yeah.
With us, and she even went through nursing school, and anybody that's been through nursing school, like,
It's hard.
That's
My sister did it. She was,
to do
she's
that
been
and
nurse.
then raise 4 children is like a hard thing in itself.
Yeah.
But we moved to West Windsor Plainsboro. It's like we're number 2 in the state for education.
Super big education school.
Yeah, so
Like,
the
really,
way
really smart school.
yeah,
Number
like
2 in
the
the
way
state.
I always pretty much thought about it is that like
Not like
and-
West Milford.
being a big motivator is like being able to provide for her, as
Uh-huh.
well as like my family, my brothers, my sisters. That's always been like one of the biggest motivator for me. Just because like growing up, like I never liked asking for money.
Mm-hmm.
That was my biggest thing. I
I would say I was the same way. I hated asking for things.
I hated asking for things, or like asking for money so that I could get things for myself.
Yeah.
I'd rather work, get my own money, and just pay for my own stuff.
Uh-huh.
Because nothing was worse than like, when your parents, you're like, oh, like, can I have this? And they're like, yeah. And then like they get pissed off at you like 3 days later.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh,
and the thing
you
is,
know what
yeah,
I mean?
I hate it when you ask something that it gives them something to hold over you.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
But didn't I? But just in general, whether it's parents or anyone
Yeah.
that does that, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Nothing's worse
But-
than owing someone money.
So that was
That's like the worst thing
yeah.
to do. And I've been in the position where I've owed people money, and I fucking hate it.
yeah.
Because because when they ask you for it, you almost take it disrespectful. Like, wait, you actually remember that? Like, you actually want your $3,000
Yeah.
that you gave me 2 years ago? Shout out Yassine.
But yeah. So that was always a big thing to me. So as soon as I turned 16, I got a job, because that's
Yeah.
when you could get a job in
Yeah.
Jersey. It was 16.
I respect that.
So
I had a job since I was 15.
as soon as I was able to, I got a job.
I was working on the table. That was one thing to get earlier.
I was working at like this, like, for anybody who knows P.F. Chang's, there's like, I don't know if you guys know this, but there's
Payway.
there's Payway.
Payway, yeah.
Payway was like the fast fast
food. Damn, it's already hitting him.
Fast food.
It was a fast food version of P.F. Chang's. They're actually like connected and everything. So I worked there for about.
That's your first job?
Yeah, I worked there for maybe like a year.
Mm-hmm.
And as a 16-year-old, I was working double shifts.
Yeah.
So I would go to work at like 8 o'clock in the morning, work till like 1 or 2 p.m., take like a 30-minute break, and then work till like 7 p.m. So that was
what
always...
was minimum wage at the time? What was it, 10? No, it sounds like 8. It was like 8, right? Yeah.
It was like $8.
Were you making minimum wage?
Yeah.
Okay, because I know they just raised the minimum wage in Jersey. I think it's like 11.
Yeah.
Right?
It's now 11, but at the time it was like maybe 8,
Uh-huh.
like if that. So I was pretty much working there for a while, and like I would,
But what made you want to work right away at 16? Was it did your mom make you, or is it one of those things that
No,
you
she
didn't
didn't
want
make
your mom
me.
to make?
She didn't make me.
Yeah, because I know your mom. She wouldn't do that, or she would never ask you.
Yeah, no, she didn't make me, but I wanted to make my own money, and I knew it would help her.
Uh-huh.
And that was also that kind of like connected to like why I started doing this, because before we even moved out to LA and any of that, I was in community college. I finished my first year, and that was when COVID hit.
Mm-hmm.
So I started my first semester, finished my first semester in school, and my second semester is when COVID first hit.
Uh-huh.
And all the schools closed. We were still doing online, but like you weren't in person, and that's at the time we were working out.
Uh-huh.
And the way I kind of thought about it was because at the beginning of COVID, you went from like 2,000 to like over 100,000 in probably like 4 months.
Yeah,
because I remember
like the summer. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally like 4 months that you went from 2,000 followers to like over 100,000.
Uh-huh.
And seeing that, I knew I was
on
like,
IG. And for a guy at the time, that's like really fast.
Yeah,
growth.
it
I
was
growing like 1,000, 2,000 a day.
And I knew like, because I didn't really know shit about photography.
All right, so that's what I was gonna say. When we first started doing the content and stuff, what made you like? Because I don't think we ever talked about it. We kind of just started. Yeah. What made you like? What did you believe in me? Did you believe in my vision? Did you know anything about social media, or were you just like, fuck?
I didn't know shit about social media. I didn't follow fitness social media. I still don't. Yeah. Like people ask me, oh, you know who this is? I'm like, no. Yeah. Because I don't. Yeah. But one.
And the funny thing is, at the time, I didn't either.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I knew the top guys, like the Zach Pernas, like the Mike Rashid.
Yeah, and you kind of showed me to all those people, but I don't know. Like the way I kind of thought about it was that like we were already spending pretty much every day together. Yeah. Because we had started working out that previous August.
Yeah. Before we started filming content, we actually I think generally just started working out together because I like working out with people. And
and I was fat.
Yeah. He was a big boy.
I was like 190 pounds, like fat. To give a little background information, you talked about Heartbreak. Yeah. That was peak Heartbreak for me.
Why? Wait. When we started filming? Oh, you just got a relationship, right?
I just got out of a.
Was this? Can we name drop or?
Yeah, we can.
Was this Sierra or is this Caitlin?
No, this was Caitlin.
Okay.
Basically, me and this girl, we had been dating for since sophomore year. So sophomore year all the way till I graduated. So 3 years, like a little over 3 years.
You guys dated for 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, but the thing was, I had pretty much fucked this relationship up since like the very beginning. Yeah. 3 months, 4 months in, I cheated on her. Got caught. Of course.
Yeah. No, how do you feel about that?
I will
on someone cheating.
Never agree with cheating. I don't care.
I know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What it is.
But I
break up with her first.
We've talked about this, Noel.
It won't be cheating.
We've talked about this a lot and like everything that happened beforehand.
I have heard Chris's whole side in his story, and he's totally grown.
And it's no excuse. Like I'm a big believer in like now, and I was before. It's just that there's like so many things that had happened. Yeah. Up until that point, that like I was kind of like just in a very fucked up state of mind, and just like morally, I just like was not the person that I.
No, like what? At what point you said you were fucked up in a state of mind? Like what was happening? Just money wise, family.
Not money wise, family wise, and relationship wise. Basically, this is kind of getting deep. Okay, basically, in middle school, I was dating this girl. Not gonna name drop for this one at least. I was dating this girl. She had you know when you have that like childhood crush. Yeah. And you're just like oh shit, like this girl is like sick, blah this and that. Pretty much with this girl,
my head looks so big.
She ended up cheating on me. And
with who?
My brother.
Oh.
Yeah, this is not a fun story.
This was crazy. Probably like this was like, and nothing against my brother. I love my brother now. We've like and that's something I'll get into later. She ended up telling weirdly out to to a movie, and like she was like, I have to tell you something. I was like, all right, like what? You know when you get that like I have to tell you something, you're just like, okay, like what? She was like, oh, like, you know, like she kind of explained the whole thing to me and was basically just told me that she had been like cheating on with me with my brother. Yeah. And I was just like, how do you like tell me that to my face? Yeah. And how do you expect your response? Like, I was really, she was just like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, how are you sorry about like what? Yeah. It's not even something to be sorry. Like, she's like, and like the thing it's like that didn't really fuck me up that bad. It's how like she went about it. Not how she went about it, how he went about it. Okay. And the interaction that I had with after. Yeah. So she had to live with each other. Yeah, because the conversation didn't go like, oh, like I'm sorry, it kind of just happened. Yeah. The conversation pretty much went, hey, it's not my fault she likes me. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, I had gained some self-confidence because of dating this girl, and when that happened, it kind of all dropped. Uh-huh. And I was just like, okay, like maybe I'm not as like good as I thought I was, or like, you know, whatever the case may be. And, you know, leading up to that, I had got, like, you know how I was pretty much in a relationship. I didn't like being alone. Yeah. That was my thing. I hated being alone. I still think, but that's weird, though, because even now I feel like you love being alone. Now you love it, but you need your alone time, which I feel like everyone does. I like being alone from, like, people. I don't like being alone. Oh, that's what I'm saying. Okay. You know what I mean? So you like, I could see that. Because even when you're by yourself, I always see you texting, you know, your girl. Yeah, and, like, you know, whenever I'm with her, like, I'm, like, I'm, like, there. You know what I mean? But anyways, following up with that, like I had got into another relationship maybe like a month later, and that was, you know, another girl who was just. But why do you feel like you always need to be in a relationship? It's because you don't want to be alone. Are you scared of being alone? Back then, I just didn't like the thought of being alone. Because we have friends like that that hate being alone. I hated the thought of being alone and like being to myself. Because the thing is, like when you're by yourself, and this was something I realized after my last relationship before we started working out, is that you realize everything that's wrong about yourself when you're alone. Mm-hmm. Well, they say silence is there's an August Alsina line, the loudest silence I've ever heard. Yeah that's what it was. Yeah, because that really, well, it depends on that, but that's why I've been so into like manifesting and speaking things into existence lately, because you really do become or believe the things you think. Yes. So if it's negative stuff that you keep thinking every single day, and I say this all the time, well, I've been saying it recently. If you think negative thoughts, you're going to have negative thoughts. Yeah. If you wake up today saying, oh, today's going to be bad, blah, 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 it's going to happen. But if you wake up saying, yo, today's going to be the fucking best day ever, if you have a plan, I'm going to shoot a podcast, I'm going to be, you know, a big influencer, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to work out, I'm going to eat healthy, then that stuff begins to happen. Mm-hmm. And lately I've been like, you know, I'm going to get up, I'm going to get, you know, all these auditions recently. I'm going to make more money, and I've been getting more auditions. I've been getting different brand deals and stuff. So that's why silence, I could see that. It becomes a very, and I've been in places like that where it becomes a very, you know, dark and like, lonely place. Exactly, because like the thing is like when you have a partner, when you have someone around you, you have constant reassurance. You know, oh, you're good enough, you look good, but that could also be a very negative. That could also be a very negative thing, because like sometimes people just say that, which was I think the case. But not even that though. When you get so used to being reassured and someone telling you you're good, or you know you're good enough, or whatever the case may be, they might be, you know, just say it, and then when you don't hear that, it could be a demotivator. Like, why am I not getting this stuff? Yeah, you know what I mean. And I'm someone that I've always been someone that I don't need someone to tell me I'm good, or I don't need reassurance. But every once in a while, it is a good thing to hear. But back to like where I was at that point. That was like my thing. I knew I had like certain problems that I had to deal with, and I didn't want to deal with them. Yeah, and that's also why I started smoking, because that was around the time that I started smoking. But this other relationship was just very toxic, very back and forth of like breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, and then seeing her go to parties like right away, and I was like, how do you like break up that's that rough, fast and just be like, because I was never like that. Yeah, there's different ways. You knew how it was. I didn't like going out, and I was like, if I just broke up with someone, I'm not going out. Like, I'm staying my ass home. Oh my god, I'm like that too. Like the person it's crazy to me when I see people get out of relationships and they start dating someone like next week. I'm like, okay, you must have either been cheating or talking with this person for this long, or you just never liked the person. You just never liked them. Yeah, that is so weird to me, and I'll say that all the time. Yeah, like how do you go from like saying, oh, I love you, I do this, you know, you're going from eating someone's ass, and then the next week you're eating like no, but you know what I'm saying, like people are like that. It's like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy. Like, how do you anyways, that's kind of the situation I was in. It was like oh, like I love you, and then like the next day we were broken up and she was at like a party. I'm like, but like but I was so like kind of like just like wanting to be in a relationship that every time like she came back around, I was like, okay, like I'll take you back. Yeah up until like my sophomore year, where I was kind of just like fed up, because it was like literally like the last time, and it was just like what she had told me was like, oh, like I don't know, like if I got back together with you because I want to be with you, or I just don't want you to be with anybody else.
Yeah. Because people can be very selfish like that too.
Yeah,
though.
and I was like, how the fuck do you tell me that?
Yeah.
But me at the time, I was like a bitch. Like I didn't want to let it go. So I was
Yeah.
like, I was the type of person that was like,
but
figure it out.
You know what I respect right now is I respect that you're like now sitting here now. You know that was just you being a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was just you like being scared and
Yeah, I
you're
didn't
aware of
want to
that.
be alone.
Yeah, because now you know in the future that you
Yeah, so
you know go about it
basically
differently.
the way I kind of was with like every bad thing that happened, I was just like, oh, like figure it out.
Yeah.
And let me know.
Yeah.
So I had said that, and like literally like a week or two later, she was at the movies with like one of my closest friends, and I was just like, okay. my
Yeah,
bad.
no, it's crazy. Yeah, I don't like that girl. By the way, we're not gonna name drop. She was a
But
bitch.
yeah. So then after that, I had my past two experiences were just shit,
Yeah.
and so after that kind of breakup, I remember I would talk to myself sometimes, like I still kind of do,
Yeah.
but I literally just remember like promising myself, I was like, I'm never gonna give a fuck about anybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hurt whoever the fuck I want, because clearly nobody
Yeah.
cares about doing it to me.
Yeah.
And I like that was my mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's a terrible mindset to have though.
It
because
was.
we know people now that like have that mindset that they've been hurt by, or they have one experience and they take that on everyone.
Yeah.
And we know personally.
Yeah. So basically with my next girlfriend, which was my last, pretty much before that time period.
Yeah.
I like to call her the perfect girl, just the
Wrong time.
wrong time. I was just in.
Do you still talk to her to this day?
I haven't talked to her in a while, but I reach out every now and then,
Uh-huh.
see how she's doing.
Just to say hey.
Yeah, like just because
Is she in a relationship?
Yeah, she is.
Oh.
She's actually really happy.
Oh, that hurts me.
No, it doesn't hurt me. Like I see.
Are you
like,
genuinely happy for her?
Yeah,
that's good.
Genuinely, I am.
That's
like
good.
I see pictures of her and her boyfriend. I'm just like, oh, like that's sick. Like I'm glad.
Can you honestly say that?
Yeah, I can honestly
That's
say
good.
that. Just because I know.
I mean, I'm a firm believer too that if things ended in a fine way and
Yeah, but the thing is, they didn't. It's just that, I realized like everything that I had done and everything I had done to her, and everything that I probably fucked up, like mindset wise, and seeing that she's not really letting that affect her and she's happy is like a big thing to me, because that almost takes like a lift off my shoulders. Not really saying that like it was okay what I did,
Cheers.
but that she got past it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wait,
But,
don't cheers me and not drink any? Is he crazy? Usually I think he is. Remember earlier when you said I'm the one that wanted us to drink? Yeah, cheers. Kyle, you want to drink?
I'm good for now.
You sure?
I appreciate it, guys.
But coming to her, pretty much going into it, I already wasn't, there.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to be in a relationship just because I didn't want to be alone. But
So did you ever have a sense of, okay, so you've been hurt and you got into these relationships and etc. Would you say that going, like trying to work in the future and like trying to do what we're doing now, would you say that it was a motivator? Like, hey, I want to prove these people that I'm someone?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Okay.
100%. Pretty much.
So you use that as a motivator to start working out?
Yeah.
Or start
so
working out and then start filming? And
pretty
then,
much after that whole relationship ended, like all the fuck shit that I did, I was still in a pretty like just dark place. Just like out of it. But you had been kind of like the one that was like, just come work out, and I was like, and you kind of like forced me to go.
Yeah.
And like the first like
I forced you to drink and I forced you to work out.
yeah,
Guys.
the first month, like I was just like, why the fuck am I here?
Responsible.
And it was literally just because that he would come to my house every morning and be like, let's go.
Yeah, I'm literally the type of friend that I will show up to your house and like get the fuck out. Like,
Yeah,
I don't care.
like, I would literally
I'm
be-
still to this day. I'm like, I don't care how you feel.
Yeah.
I'm someone that when you say you're gonna do something, you do
Yeah,
it.
and it was
And no matter what it
like I
is.
would be in bed and he would show up like already, and I'm just like,
Actually,
bro.
wait, that's the funny thing.
I
Now
was
you
like,
say
bro,
that.
like I don't want to go. He's like, no, we're going. And I was
Yeah.
just like, all right. So
I'm a good friend.
A couple months into it, I was still like, I wasn't eating better, but I was just working out more, and I started
you're
like
seeing
losing a
results.
little weight.
Yeah, that's good.
And I like been getting stronger back in retro.
Yeah,
I still look
retro day,
back at those like videos. It was so funny. But yeah, a few months into it, I kind of was just like I like this.
Yeah.
And I remember, and I was still smoking at this time. And I remember I was just like, all right, like let me like try to go hard. Like let me
Yeah.
clean my diet up. Let me stop smoking.
Yeah,
And just like, cause I wanted to get better.
yeah,
And a big thing, because a big, I guess, motivator for that was I was, that when you try to go back to a girl and say you've changed after like 2 months.
Is that what you did?
I did that.
Like you're saying, like you changed, like physically?
I was just like, yeah, like I started working out, like I'm like much better, like
Yeah.
I'm like better, like I really wasn't. I was
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
working out,
Uh-huh.
but like I was just like fuck it.
So you
like,
really wanted her back that bad?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
She said
She was like, I don't
fucking
get-
no.
Really?
She was just like, the 3 words that kind of like changed like my mindset and really pretty much just like put me to where I was just like, okay, like I have to do something because like I'm not getting any better mentally.
Yeah.
I'm getting better physically, but mentally I'm not.
Yeah.
Because I was still doing everything, like smoking, because like I didn't want to deal with certain shit and blah this and that, whatever the case may be. I was still doing all those things. I wasn't getting better mentally. But basically, at the end of the message, she was just like, "You broke me," and I was just like,
"Damn, that gets deep."
Yeah, like literally, like I was like, I remember reading it, and I was just like, I don't even know what to fucking say.
Yeah, there's some things you can't say. Yeah. That's a message you don't even respond to.
Also, you're just like, then that kind of like put it into perspective of like everything that I did was pretty much fucked her life up, or fucked her up for that time period, for that whatever year, 2 years.
You remember too, you guys are young too.
Exactly.
And it's like, you know.
But that's the thing, like being that young, you're in a.
We're still young, but
like end of high school, you're in a crucial state of like figuring out who you are.
Yeah.
And to go through something like that.
Yeah.
And like,
I feel like you're always figuring out who you are.
Exactly.
Like even now, we're still figuring out who I am. I'm still figuring out who I am. He's still figuring out who he is. Noah's still figuring out. I think people in their 30s and 40s don't know what the fuck they're doing.
So like,
which is why I think it's important though that people understand that like you're gonna go through shit. You're gonna try things, whether it's whatever. School, influencing, breakups, whatever it is, you're gonna try things and it might not work, but you're gonna figure it out, and it's like just try things. Don't be scared. Don't let a breakup.
You're gonna have influences.
Yeah, exactly. Don't let a breakup scare you from picking up a camera and trying to do something. Or, trying to do something with your friend or whatever it is.
So that was like that 3rd month into us working out. And after that conversation I had with her, it was like the next day that I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop smoking, I'm clean my diet up, and I'm gonna see how good I can get. And
but this was happening while we were working out. I don't think you ever once told me this.
No, I never told you.
How come?
I just didn't want to talk about it.
But I'm saying, are you someone that's open, or is it someone that's you're not open with me?
I'm open to it now, but at the time I was just very dark. Like I remember like.
But you hit it well.
I tried.
Because I don't remember seeing it.
Because that's the thing. Like we would go work out. I wouldn't smoke before we worked out.
And my thing is too. Also, I guess since we moved to LA, we never lived with each other in Jersey.
No.
It was always, but we were with each other all the time though.
We were.
Yeah,
but
but I guess living with someone like that's the extra like couple hours you get to actually see someone.
But so like, and I remember like I started going harder. I started actually losing actual weight, and like once COVID hit, we got lean. We went even harder. Once COVID hit, recording kind of just gave me something to do.
Did it?
I didn't really take it serious at first, and then like I remember, like I said before, you went from.
He must have really not taken it serious because, guys, our first couple YouTube videos, I don't know what.
But the thing is,
before he got this from, they were the goofiest videos in the world.
The thing is, before that, I had never used a camera.
I know, better than fucking me. That's why we started working together.
Yeah, and then
we started filming.
We started pretty much filming, and you blew up within like I would say 2 months in, you were probably already like over 50K.
Yeah. Well, no, okay. Don't say 2 months in though, because that's another.
2 months into us recording.
No, 2 months into that, and also 2 months into me actually getting traction. Because before that, prior to that, like a year and a half before, we started posting.
You were posting
at Retro.
Yeah.
And it probably took me a year and a half to start getting up to 4K followers. But then once it started rolling, Yeah. So people think, oh, it just happened so fast. No, it happened. I started doing this a year and a half. Yeah. It's just people don't see what happens in hindsight. Yeah. Like before you start, gaining traction and shit.
And to switch over to your side, because I feel like we talked about me a lot.
No, go ahead. No, I like talking about you. That's stuff I didn't know. That's good, guys. Even I'm learning right now.
I was a dark book.
Yeah. No, I'm
gaining a little light.
All right, so you would say top 3 influences that got you through middle school and high school. What, your mom,
relationships, and drugs.
Really?
Drugs.
But drugs in a way of, okay, let me stop. I don't want to feel like this. I want to stop doing this. Let me do something to take my mind off it.
No, I was doing drugs to get me through my.
Really?
Through high school.
Okay.
Like I was smoking. Like, you remember how it was?
Yeah.
I was smoking every day, probably 7 times a day.
Damn.
7?
Yeah. No, Chris was smoking. Our high school went too. Everyone, it was like a big weed school.
No, I know. Chris used to tell me that he would be like high like the whole day.
I was high all the time.
Yeah, I like never smoked.
But don't get it wrong. I still had good grades.
Yeah. No, he's responsible, degenerate guy.
Yes,
I say all the time.
Yes. I always wanted to do. Well, I started doing good in school my sophomore year. My freshman year, I was trash.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely, that was like. Because I remember, again, like I said, I hated dealing with my problems.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to deal with them. And
I'm kind of the same way in the sense of, at least growing up. I mean, even now I still have problems with it. I'm not necessarily dealing with my problems, but not focusing so much attention on them.
You don't.
Because I'm someone that I keep it to myself. I don't care.
Yeah.
Because I'm a firm believer in the world doesn't care how you feel.
Yeah.
Work harder.
Yeah.
But I could also say that growing up, I've also, I mean, maybe you could tell me I'm wrong enough, but you've known me for a while. I think I've always been a very mentally strong person. And when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. Could you agree to that?
Would you say that you were? Yeah, I could.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And because, like, I don't like talking about my problems because in hindsight, in the broad scheme of things, the world doesn't care how you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be upset. Yeah, you tell me a story. You can tell a story to someone like, oh, I'm sorry how you feel like that.
Yeah.
But it's not going to affect them the next day. They're going to
No.
stop thinking about it the next
Yeah.
day. You know what I mean? Unless they...
And that's
But
what
even like friends and family, it's like, yeah, like I care. You can, you can complain to your family and stuff, and they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll help you out. But after a while, we have friends, guys. We have friends that they complain that they don't have where they want to be and stuff, and we try to give them advice. But after a week or two,
Yeah.
you're not taking it. A month, 2 years, you're not taking it.
Yeah.
You're gonna eventually stop.
But I would say that on the side of like having problems that you're dealing with, talking about it does help.
No, it definitely does.
And
Oh,
because
100%.
you're a big person, and I know this about you. You don't talk about shit.
Yeah,
You could be so pissed off and you won't talk about
It
it.
really bothers me.
We talk a little bit.
No, you don't.
No, he will never talk to me when he's upset.
He doesn't talk when he's upset, but you can tell when he's upset.
Yeah, because
Oh, 100%. He shuts off.
He shuts off
He
and
won't
he
speak.
doesn't
Because
speak
the
and he
thing is,
doesn't look at anybody.
I might be pissed off, right? But then I'm also thinking about, because I'm pissed off and then stressed about what I have to do. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm pissed off at this, but I have other things to worry about.
Yeah.
So let me not talk about it.
But you can still talk about it.
Yeah.
'Cause
I'm sure you can. No,
it
I-
would help you, and it would also help the people around you who care about you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
As
She's
Noah
just saying I
winks.
just don't talk about my feelings with
No,
her.
because I'm just a big empath, so when I can tell the people around me aren't feeling good
Empath?
or,
What does that even
upset,
mean?
like I feel for other people.
Yeah.
So like
Empathy.
yeah,
Yeah.
which you're not really an empath.
I'm not.
No,
Because-
not at all.
yeah,
But like
no,
if he's
I
upset,
can feel-
I'm gonna be upset because I want him to feel
the
good
thing is,
because I care
could
about
feel,
him so
I
much.
could feel a certain way to someone like, oh, that happened to you. Oh, I'm sorry that happened. But then, like I said, the world doesn't care.
Certain people do care though.
No, I'm talking about the world doesn't care in the grand scheme of things. Like when you have shit to do, like
Yeah,
yeah,
you
you
got
can be
shit.
upset for a little bit, but you have to eventually get past it and then get back to work and do what you
Yeah,
have
of
to do.
course, but it's okay to feel,
No, it
and
is.
people do, and like the people around you care.
Yeah, well, they
Yeah.
care, yes, but after a while they're gonna stop caring if you don't fix what you have to fix. Do you see what I'm saying?
We're not
Kyle's
talking.
nodding
We're
your head.
not
You see what I'm
talking.
saying,
We're not
Kyle?
talking about.
It's a broken record thing where they've already consoled you.
Exactly. It's like the boy that cries wolf. You know what I mean? It's the boy that cries
It's
wolf.
not
Yeah,
really.
but that's not what we're really talking about.
We're not. Yeah, we're talking about
We're not
shit
talking about
that
like
just.
people who like say they're gonna do something and don't do it. We're
Yeah.
talking about people who are actually going through something.
Oh, no,
and trying
I-
to get through it.
Yeah.
Like the people around you.
Yeah, and I
that
agree.
care
I
about
agree
you.
with
They
that.
care how you feel.
Yeah,
But you're not like that. You could be mad about something and that has nothing to do with work, and we're like everybody knows you're mad, and it's just like, okay, why is he mad?
Yeah. What am I mad about? I don't
Exactly. That's the thing.
Well, ask me.
But that's the thing. Like I know she's
No,
done it
no,
before.
it-
She'd be like, "What's wrong?" You'd be like, "Nothing."
No, and no.
And it really hurts my feelings
No, but-
because
but-
it makes me upset, and then it affects the rest of my day. And he'll literally just turn over and go to bed. Like
But I promise you,
I'm
if
like,
I'm
how
mad
do you
about
not
something-
talk about it?
If I'm mad about something, I promise you, 99% of the thing I'm mad about, it has to do with me not, with work or me not being where I want to be. It's never about anything like.
yeah,
oh,
but he makes
something
it
hurt
seem
me.
like it's you. Tell me I'm wrong, Chris.
No, he
I
does.
probably
Yeah.
do, but it's
He
just
does.
me being stressed out because I'm like, yo, I have so
So
much
that's the
shit.
thing. There's some things that you just have to talk
Yeah,
about.
no, I agree. But because there's so
Yeah.
much shit I want to do, like this podcast, for example,
Yeah.
it's been a year and a half that I've been talking about it, and we're finally doing it.
Yeah.
It's like
And
little things
we
like
keep
that.
going on tangents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is good though.
But it's actually like a good it's good advice. Like if you're
Yeah.
going through something, don't bottle it up because it's just gonna get worse.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to talk about it,
I
and
would
I've
say-
learned that when I was going through a
No,
horrible
I would
time.
say that was my biggest problem. Is
Yeah.
that I didn't really know how to talk about things.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to say I was upset or I was depressed. And that was something that actually.
But I guess
really-
I've kind of always been like that. Like I'm not really open with my family
Yeah.
or like. When
that was
'cause
something-
I hope you guys know if you guys think I don't talk to you guys about my feelings, like I definitely don't talk to my family about. My
Oh
feelings.
yeah, I know.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I know you don't really talk to anyone about your feelings.
Yeah,
but
that's just who I am. I don't
But,
know why. I don't know why.
I don't know.
I've
Yeah.
always just been like that. I don't know.
But I would definitely say that was probably
I
one.
guess
Of
just my family doesn't really talk. Actually, no. Sorry, my family's emotional though. So
Yeah,
your family is very emotional.
my family is very emotional.
Your dad's
guys.
very emotional.
My dad's an emotional
I
man.
feel like you
Shout
think
out
people
Jose.
are gonna like
yeah,
look,
maybe
look
that's
down
why I'm
on
like
you.
that. I'm the opposite of my family.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
you think that people are gonna like look down on you if you like
Yeah, because
explain your feelings or complain.
I
But,
think
like,
Isaiah
Because-
doesn't
I
like
don't
the
know, it's just-
idea of having a weakness.
yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. I'm just
Everyone has-
so big with that thing that like I have shit to do. I'm not where I want to be. What am I complaining about?
Well, listen.
And also, what am I complaining about? Like I'm in a healthy state of mind. I'm in a healthy place. Like I'm healthy, like physically, mentally. what's the word I'm looking for? Like my body's healthy. I have, I'm in a good position.
Physically?
Yeah, physically.
Yeah.
I have friends. I have family around me. There's no reason why I shouldn't be where I want to be. There's no reason I shouldn't be a star of a movie right now. There's no reason I shouldn't have,
I know,
all
but
this money.
everything takes time.
It does. No,
Everything
and be
takes
patient.
time. You're
Trust me.
going in the right direction. I know you're going to be where you want to be, for
I appreciate
sure.
that. No, there's no doubt in my mind that I'm going to be the biggest one of the biggest entertainers in the world. There's no doubt in my mind that Chris isn't going to be one of the biggest, sought out videographers or photographers in the world.
Just Christian.
Just Christian. You guys, this is
only refer to me as Just Christian.
Yeah.
Let's switch over to where you started.
Okay,
Talk a little bit about.
Where I started. I would say
before social media, before blowing up, before even starting.
Where I started, I would say my biggest influence.
Where were you born, first of all?
I was born in Lutheran Medical Center in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
And then lived there for a little bit. Lived for probably 1-2 years. Moved to Wisconsin. You know that. But every time I tell someone I moved to Wisconsin, they're like, "There's no what Wisconsin."
It's so random.
It is random. Yeah.
It's so weird to me.
I still have family there, but I lived there for I want to say a year, maybe 2 years. And then I moved back to New York and then to Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
So I pretty much grew up in Jersey my whole life, but I like to say Jersey, New York, because I would go there all the weekends because I have so much family down there. And then I grew up with my older brother, older sister, younger brother, parents, and my biggest influence, it was an emotional family. I mean, it wasn't a perfect, thing growing up. We definitely had our issues. But very close family though. I think you can tell me I don't talk much when it comes to emotions and stuff, but we were super close. Especially I would say my biggest influences growing up was me and my older brother Calvin were really close. And we still are really close to this day. I'm close to everyone, my sister and everyone, but me and my older brother definitely had super good relationship. And then I spent a lot of my time with him and his friends. I think that's why I grew up fast. And maybe that's why another thing. I would say I grew up fast, and I also matured fast. Unless you're asking my dad, then he'd say I probably was immature. But I started hanging out with them, started drinking with them early.
You matured in that way.
Huh?
I think you matured in that way first.
In what, drinking?
Partying and drinking and stuff.
I had a fake since I was in 17. My brother found me a fake on the floor. His name was I don't know if I can say his name.
Yeah, definitely don't.
Timothy was the first name, but I was owned by Timothy for a couple of years. But it looked nothing like me. But it was a real ID and it looked like me. I mean, it was a real ID and it somewhat looked like me, I guess height wise. But it worked everywhere. But I hung out with them. I guess I wanted to be like my older brother because he played football. He was good, super in shape. He's the one that got me into working out actually, and so was my dad. My dad was definitely in good shape too, especially for his age and everything. He's a short man. I don't know. I just thought about it, but yeah, I would say my brother growing up had my biggest influence on me and his friends. Shout out, Amir, Renzo, Mamdua,
Squad.
Kevin Jackson. Yeah, I still hang out with them to this day. I love all those guys. Those are my brother's friends, but I'll say my friends too. But then I wanted to be like my brother. I wanted to be as good as he was, as strong as he was, as athletic as he was. He had a bunch of style growing up. He was really into fashion. I guess I wanted to be like that too. And we grew up fast together. And I would say he had the biggest influence on me. And then my mom, obviously. I was close to all my family.
Mm-hmm.
But I started working when I was 15, 16. I started working at the Westin Hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And I had any job you could think of, guys. I've literally had probably 15 to 20 jobs. It comes to fucking restaurants, warehouses, CVS, banks.
Sugar factory. Me and him did together. I've had any job you think of. Liquor stores. And that's why I'm in the position I am now, because I hate working for people. Because I've started jobs and I quit them the same day. Mm-hmm.
Literally walked out 4 hours later because I just can't. I can't
Sugar
work
factory.
Yeah, literally, we left at lunchtime because
I wish we could pull up that video right now.
Yeah, we'll put it up on the screen. Yeah. But I remember just having jobs where I'm like, why the fuck? I feel bad for people that have to do this. You know what I mean? And it motivated me, and I guess had an influence on me to be like, yo, I don't like this. I don't want this.
Yeah.
I can't work. Not that I can't work with people. I can work with people all day long. I love working with people, but specifically taking advice from someone telling me, yo, that has to be done now, or this has to be done my way. Why no? What? Yeah. Don't talk to me that especially shout out Mo, Yassine's uncle. Me and him are cool, but he was my boss in the pizzeria for fucking 4 years, or 3 or 4 years, whatever I did. But just working for people I can't do, which is why I'm doing this. And then school wasn't for me. I wasn't a good student at all. I mean, I got C's, but I cheated my ass off during.
So what made you want to start posting?
Because I was doing it for free.
I'm curious about that. I never heard the story of you being like, damn, I want to do social media.
No, because at this point, I was going through school.
Okay,
I was going to school.
Before we get into that, was it ever a thought in your mind that you would do this as a job?
Yes, only because
before you started it.
Yes, only because I'm someone that I said, when I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And then I remember specifically giving myself a goal. I said when I first started,
2 years or 3 years.
3 years. It was 3 years. I said I'm going to be
that.
sponsored in 3 years. If I'm not sponsored in 3 years, I'm going to try something else. I got sponsored in a year.
Where'd you start working out?
Oh, I mean, my whole life. I was always into sports. So baseball was my biggest
like,
sport
lifting.
growing up. High school. Oh, middle school. 7th area. I think we first started lifting in 7th grade.
Yeah.
That's when I first started lifting with my older brother. We started working out at his home, at his job, at his gym, at his job in Integra.
Yeah.
We would literally go like 12 o'clock at night when he got off work. My dad hated it because I just had school the next day and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, so I remember I was in school. I wasn't a good student. I started off at Mercer County Community College.
Yeah, we're in school together.
Cheated my ass off. I literally, guys, but I'm someone that like I get things done, whether I do it the right way or the wrong way. I remember having an earpiece, wearing it, having friends tell me the answers. Fucking. I would wear a hat over it. Like, I would literally be on the phone with friends. I swear to God, I'd be on the phone with friends. I'll take my phone. I would send them a picture of the test, and I'll put it back in my pocket. And he would just be like, I write Y equals MC plus. And I would remember I would cough. That means say it again. I had like little signals. I remember.
What the fuck?
I remember multiple choice tests. I would have a signal. This is A, B, C, and D. So it would be across the corner. It would be like. Because the thing is like.
Damn, that's good.
But I'm someone that like, I get shit done. So whether I do it, it doesn't matter how you do it, guys. In life, I'm telling you right now, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to be the biggest, strongest, whatever it is. But as long as you get shit done, you're gonna win.
Have you ever heard of studying?
No, I didn't because the thing is, if I put as much effort as I did into cheating as I did studying, I probably would have got good grades. But yeah, so I didn't see the need for it. I didn't see like, why am I paying this money? And I was paying for school myself. Why am I paying this money to have someone grade me on something I don't give a fuck about?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
They won't use.
That was so silly to me. Yeah, it was, and I was paying for myself. I was like in and out of college, in and out of classes. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I literally only went to school because that was what people were doing.
Yeah. Same.
You know what I mean?
That's why I went.
My brother was really into global supply chain management. He just got his degree in it, and he wanted me to be great. He wanted me to be successful. He's like, yo, do global supply chain. There's so much money in it. So much blah, blah, blah. Him and his friend Tam, one of my best friends, both in supply chain, and that was my in. So like, yo, get your degree, we get you a good job, steady paying job. But did I want to do that? No fucking way I wanted to do that. Mm-hmm. And like, it kind of almost hurt me to tell them I didn't want to do it because they wanted it from me because they wanted me to be successful. They're like, yo, all you need is your degree and I can get you a good job. I can get you making X amount of dollars, right out of high school, right out of college. Mm-hmm. And
was it a good amount?
I mean, with what we do now, it's like for like a job like $70K out of college is great money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But doing this is being your own entrepreneur, doing your own job. We know how much money you can make. And we're thankful we're in a position where we make good money, and which is another motivator for me, which is why I want to go so hard with my content, with my starting businesses, starting podcasts, doing everything, because one of my biggest motivators, one of my biggest influences that influenced me to fucking work so hard is because we're at the position now that we could take care of our can when we go home.
That's a big.
We could we could pay for our whole family to go out. We could I can go home and take my little brother to Best Buy, and I'm getting an SD card for our work. But then I'm like, yo, what beats do you want? He didn't have headphones and one of his things were broken. We were lifting earlier. We were in Best Buy and I'm like, yo, which one do you want? He's like, and it was so nice because I remember calling Noel on the phone. He posted TikTok about it. He's like, wait, what? Like, are you serious?
I need to say something like. His little brother looks up to him so much.
Yeah.
And it's the most precious thing in the world. Like, he's posting content now because he looks up to Isaiah, and I can tell he wants to be like him.
No,
and he just loves him so much. It's so cute.
And what motivates me, and that's what motivates me, because he's like, oh my God, there's no way. I took him, I paid for him Chipotle all day. I let him order a bunch of supplements online, and then to get my mom to, get her some nice gifts, to, just send her money randomly when she's talking about how she needs new brakes in her tires. She doesn't want to pay it, she's like struggling. Whatever, blah, blah, send her the money to do it. And that motivates me to to work harder. Yeah. And like I said, I know for a fact, you guys know, I don't reach out as much as I should to my family. Mm-hmm. Not that we don't talk once a week or whatever. Yeah. I don't go
months. I talk to my mom every day.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not on that level. And I know my mom knows that you were very close to your mom and you're very close to your mom. Not that I'm not close to my mom. I love my mom to death. but it's something that like I don't feel the need to talk every day because I'm just so busy.
That's just the type of person he is, though. Yeah.
That's just how I am. Because my thing is, I hate it when they're like, "Oh, you forgot about us. You don't love us." Like, no, shut up. I don't say shut up, but I work so hard because, you know, I'm just stressed all day because I want to provide for you guys. I want to prove you guys right. I want to be. Everyone has that pivotal point in their life and their bloodline and their family where you're that change.
And that's how I feel.
You're that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I knew growing up, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do, but I knew I was going to be the person in my family that's going to put Miranda on the map. You know what I mean?
To be honest, I didn't.
You didn't.
I wasn't like that way at all.
To me, I knew I was going to be successful. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to be. I didn't know what I was going to do. And not to say that I'm anywhere near where I want to be in life. I'm not even scratching the fucking surface where I want to be. Am I in a decent position now? Yeah, I'm in a decent position now. But guys, for what I want to do, I want to be the biggest entertainer in the world. I want to be an actor. I want to have multiple businesses and multiple restaurants. I want to own all this stuff. So I'm not even close to it. But providing for my family is something that motivates me so much. And not only that, like being able to, you know, get nice shoes, being able to go to nice restaurants, being able to, you know, buy a bracelet. Not that I'm super materialistic. I'm not that materialistic, but like being able to do stuff like that. And I hate it when someone's like, "Oh, money shouldn't motivate you. Money, materialistic things."
Money gives you that freedom.
Money gives you that freedom really to be happy. Yeah. I think, does money buy happiness?
No.
I would say it has a very big impact on it.
It has an impact on it, but it doesn't buy it.
But it gives you the freedom to
get it. It gives you the incentive to go get it. Yes.
Yeah. Which is why like shit like this, like if this motivates you guys to get nice clothes or to go to a nice restaurant, motivates you to work harder, then do it.
Yeah.
Work fucking harder. You know what I mean? We're able to, you know, go to nice restaurants. You know, we're able to go home, buy stuff for our family. We're able to buy necklaces, buy new glasses today for the podcast. And if that motivates you to work harder, then fuck it. What are you gonna have all this money? You know, not that I'm saying I'm fucking filthy rich. You know, obviously not. But
be smart about it.
Because we come from a position where we didn't have that growing up at all. Not even close.
I mean, I slept on the floor.
Yeah, exactly. We come from a position. Not that my family worked very hard. To provide for us, and I definitely by no means were we, you know, broke or we didn't have anything. My family tried as hard as they could to get us what we have, and we definitely had some nice things. But we're in a position where we didn't have money, where we're fucking. We can go out, you know, to
wherever
a fancy restaurant every night, or we can buy me. It was one of those things like, "Hey, can you give me this?" "Oh, I don't have the money now." Okay, you know. So we come from that.
Or it was like we would go out, but then you kind of have to like think about it later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We were just told that we've been talking for an hour and 10 minutes, which is crazy because it doesn't feel like it, and I can talk all fucking day long, which is why I really want to start this podcast. But to wrap things up,
before
real quick,
I would say that another influence, definitely a really big influence, was you.
Thank you.
And like just because like before we even ever started, he was so like set on a mindset of like, I'm gonna do this, and I had never been like that. Like I had never been the type to be like, oh, like I want to do something, I'm gonna do it, and like that's it. Like, I was never like that.
Yeah, I always like that. Yeah.
That was kind of like a mindset I kind of like developed from him, was that like I realized there's so much that I could possibly do like for my family and just for like myself in general, that like the thing I started telling myself was that I'm gonna make everybody who didn't want me in their life wish they had me in their life again. And like I wanted to be deep. And I wanted to become that person that like people were like, damn, like now he's not here, but he's doing all this shit. And like
that's why I love that.
Yeah, like most of all, I wanted to be someone that I didn't really give a fuck about people being proud of me. I wanted to be proud of myself, because I had never been like that.
And I've also been like that too. I've never been the type of person that's like, I want to do this to prove someone wrong. Yeah, it feels good to be like kind of like, oh, yo, fuck you. But I want to prove myself right. Yeah. That's my biggest thing.
Yeah.
Which is what I think everyone should strive for. Just prove yourself right. Because you only, and even when we work out sometimes, I'm like, only you know how far you're pushing your body. And it goes with life. Only you know how hard you're pushing. When we started posting every other day on YouTube, only like we were doing 1 a week, 2 a week before that, until we got really busy.
Yeah.
And then you realize, okay, I had time before. You know what I mean? Only you know how hard you're working, and that goes within life. And then and I would obviously say, you know, I want to tear up from you saying that, but no, but I wouldn't be where I'm at without you. Yeah. And I want to tell you, you're one of the people that I want to work so hard for. I want to work so hard to just keep growing with you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like when I did that video of like, I got you a car, you know, for the day. That's something I genuinely want to do. I tell Noah, like, the Chris is probably the first person I'm going to buy a car for. Do you know what I mean?
BMW M4.
Huh? M4? But you're Chris is definitely, you're someone that I had influence on, and, you know, I wouldn't be here without you. Yeah. And maybe for another day, we've talked plenty of times about how it is, like, you know, living with each other and all that.
Yeah.
But I'm big on 3 things, guys. If you do these 3 things, there's no reason you can do whatever the fuck you want in this world.
100%.
But on these 3 things, if you do this, there's no excuse. Work your fucking ass off. You know, you cannot get anywhere without working your ass off. Work your fucking dick off. And then, know the right people. Surround yourself with people that are like-minded. Surround yourself with people that, you know, are going to push you, that, you know, have connections, all that. And then be a genuine person.
I feel like being a genuine person is probably the biggest one.
Don't be an asshole, you know what I mean? Because you could be really good, you work your ass off, but if you're an asshole,
nobody's going to work with you.
Even for a little bit, they might do it because, you know, but after a while, they're like, you know, he's good, but he's a headache. He's a dick. He thinks he's above everyone. Do those 3 things. Work your ass off, know the right people, and be a genuine person. You can do anything you want in this life, in your world.
Yeah.
But okay. Before we go though, we put up a poll for questions. Can we just do a couple questions?
Yeah. Sure. We'll do a couple questions.
And then a quick what were you thinking?
And we'll wrap this bitch up.
Yeah.
The first one I saw was y'all eat ass.
I am an ass eater. Yes, I am. Noah?
Okay.
I might be in
not that I've eaten Noah's butt, but
I want to.
Give us good ones. Oh, I saw one. Why don't we live with Brad anymore? Chris moved out
I moved out
a month ago.
A little 2 months ago now.
So we lived with Brad for a year and a half.
Yeah.
You know, shout out Brad. He gave us the opportunity
to move in.
He gave us opportunity to move into his house.
Opportunity to be in LA.
We came here for a 4-day trip, ended up signing, and he was like, you know, if you're gonna live with us, or if you're gonna stay here, why not just live with us? And we canceled our flight the night before. We said it before, but he moved out a month ago.
I moved out 2 months ago. I just my thing was like I didn't like living in someone else's house. Yeah. Because although we lived there, we paid rent, but like there's nothing like having your own space and knowing it's yours.
Because I will say too, it was home for a year and a half, but it didn't feel like home.
Yeah, it didn't feel like home.
It
just felt like because like you almost like.
Because we work with each other, you know, especially me and Chris. We shared the room with each other for like 6 months.
Yeah. And that was also a very hard time.
It was a hard time because like me and Chris are best friends, obviously. Yeah. But working together, living with each other, literally sleeping in the same bed with each other. So with each other, sharing a car and stuff, living with each other for 24 hours, you're gonna get under each other's skin. And like he said before, he's introverted, and I'm someone that like I'm like go all the time, and I know that we butted heads a lot.
Yeah.
Do I regret it? No, not at all, because I think it drifted us for a little bit, but then I think when we realized what was happening, it allowed us to come closer together. And we went on like a 2-month, not working with each other kind of thing, just because we needed that in our relationship to realize that 1, he needs his space or he needs time for himself, and 2, that I need to, I have to understand that not everyone's like do. But yeah, so we love each other. So yeah, that's why he moved out. He wanted
pretty
his own space.
Why we stopped living with bros, because like we felt like it was our time to get our own space, get our own stuff.
And we lived each other for a year and a half.
Yeah, and everything in the house wasn't ours. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
There's nothing like having your own furniture, your own bed,
exactly.
like everything.
And then when Noel moved in, like almost a year now, that definitely really helped us.
Yeah.
Because obviously me and Noel started sharing a room with each other probably like a weekend before we even started dating.
Yeah.
It definitely gave us a balance.
Yeah, we would just live with each other. We would just sleep in the same bed or share the same room without even like, we literally didn't even like hook up or anything for like a month or 2. We just got together really fast. Yeah. But it definitely helped us, gave us a balance. And then I just moved out, I want to say 2-3 weeks ago. Noah's getting her own apartment in a week.
We're all becoming independent.
We're all becoming independent.
Yeah.
It's all about
independence. People are going to be like, oh, why aren't you and Isaiah moving in with each other? I just think like...
I think that would be good for you guys.
No, it would. That's why I'm thinking from a responsible, like thinking about for the future, because like I said, me and Chris work with each other, we live with each other, and essentially me and you work a lot with each other, Noel, and live with each other. So I think it's very important. And we even acknowledge that sometimes we take each other for granted when we live with each other, when we're with each other 24/7, and we take that for granted. So I think having a little bit of space is gonna be very good for us. Yeah. But yeah, that's why I moved out.
Any other? What's another good question? Let's do one more.
These are funny.
Which one? Give me one.
I don't even know. I don't even want to choose from these. You want me to?
Oh, I see. When are y'all gonna post on the Under the Influence podcast?
It's coming soon.
Following it for a bit now.
I like that.
It's coming soon. It's bottom left. Okay. Yeah, we gotta post something.
Oh yeah, guys, follow the Instagram. Follow all the socials for Under the Influence. Chris loves Addy. He does. I love Adderall too.
Who said that?
Someone just said it. I just started taking Adderall. Well, not that I take it often, but I just took it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I took it the past 2 nights because I had to stay up.
Yeah, I took it like twice when I was in Houston,
and I finished 2 videos, so I'm on it.
Yeah. Any other ones, Noel?
Why did someone say, "Tell us if y'all low-key have beef"? Like.
Maybe we could no, because when we stopped filming with each other,
Yeah.
A little bit. There was a little bit of tension
little
for
tension.
Yeah,
sure.
people
Yeah.
thought like that we just had a falling out and all that, but no, we were always with each other and stuff. It was just we needed that little time off.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, nothing's like Just Christian. His edits are getting a lot better, by the way.
Like Just Christian.
Are we Eskimo bros at all? No, I can leave the room. I'm just joking. No, I don't think we are Eskimo bros. No, right?
No.
Because Chris is the type that like he wouldn't want to
I wouldn't
have sex with a girl that I've had sex with. I don't know why.
Or any of my friends.
Really? Why?
No, I just
No, I respect that.
Do you?
weird.
Is it weird to you?
Yeah.
Why, are you disgusted with me?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, what if it was like an ex-girlfriend? Or
No, that's completely.
That's different.
I'm so big on the if I would never hook up or even talk to anyone that my friends have talked to
Yeah.
or that dated, in like a serious way. Before I obviously have Noah Leva here.
You have
Okay,
no Olivia
we
here.
need like one like really good question. But, favorite memory you all have together.
Aw, I love that.
Honestly, I would say Houston was pretty fun.
Houston was fun, but we had
Or
a bunch
that-
for that in high school. We had a bunch for that.
Football
Football days.
days. Going to Hooters
Hooters
after a good win on a Friday
Hooters
night.
after a good win after Friday night. Yeah, that was really good.
That was a good one.
But specifically, me and you just working out. I mean, we've done so much shit together.
Yeah, we've done a
Skydiving was
lot.
crazy.
Skydiving was cool.
We had a lot of memories.
Yeah.
All right, we'll wrap up the questions here.
Let's
Let's
go.
do the what were you thinking?
Who
Little
are we
segment, guys.
starting with?
What were you thinking? We'll start with mine first.
Okay.
What were? Oh, I guess we gotta start there.
Oh, I
What
thought you meant we'll
fuck?
start with.
Wait,
What were you
What?
thinking with those long ass cargo shirts?
oh
Just
my
please
god!
look at the full fit. What's on his head? Like,
Wait, no, that was the style then.
wait,
no,
no,
with
like,
that was
with
in
the
no,
with
we
the
were in
little
Disney
with
here.
the little belt show.
Yeah, no, we were.
Isaiah, literally never wear that again.
No, we were in Disney, so me and my friends, that's Chris's brother on the side.
Yeah.
We would wear those headbands. Just in Disney, we just thought they were
I'm
cool.
sorry, but everything, the thing on his head, the way he's like,
No, it's the cargo shorts.
Wait, the funny thing is,
shorts, the belt.
our cargo shorts were in at the time, and I was a big cargo shirt guy.
Okay,
But there was way too big there. I don't know what.
were you, you don't
no,
know?
he was literally like the king of
Wait,
like.
go to the video.
She said she love me, she wanna fall me. We can be more than friends. She said I'm ugly.
Wait.
She tried to dump me, no, she tryna open her legs.
Hey, guys, I used to be a thirst trapper when I first started TikTok. Guys, my content is so different now. Oh, I can't even. I don't know.
I know exactly where you're gonna put.
Oh
You're
my
an
god, I'm
asshole.
literally
Alright,
closing my
putting
eyes
my
for this
glasses
song.
Chris, what were you thinking here? Pull it up, Noah. Wait, is that it?
He always does
Guys, this is at a party. This is at our friend's house. Guys, that's throw up in the sink, by the way.
Oh,
I want
wow,
you to
that's
know.
Fat Chris.
That's Fat
He's
Chris.
washing his
Chris.
hands in it.
No,
in throw
okay.
up.
Okay.
What were you? Wait, but my thing is, hold on, stop. There's a toilet right next to the sink.
Okay.
Why the hell did you throw up in the
Let me
sink?
explain.
There's
let
no
me explain.
explanation.
The thing is, okay, this was okay. First of all, Fat Chris right there. This was my first time actually hanging out with not hanging out, but drinking with all my older friends. So
But you always hung out with other
I
friends.
hung out with you guys. I never drank with you guys because I was
'Cause you can't keep up.
I was a smoker. I didn't like drinking. I hated drinking. I still hate drinking. But this is my first time hanging out with them. So it's all my older friends. We're I think it was New Year's. I don't know what the fuck it was. It was when
it was just a party.
yeah.
And we're
And
really big on just having people over the house.
I got way too drunk and I was like, fuck, I'm gonna throw up. So my brother was like, go upstairs in the bathroom. I was like, all right, cool. Went upstairs and I don't know why I just went to the sink.
I've done that before too.
There's a sink and then there's the toilet and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the sink.
But what in your head
And
was
so-
like, hey, this is logical?
And so I threw up and I was just like, okay, it's not going down. I was like, what the fuck do I do? So I was like, and I'm drunk I'm drunk.
Yeah.
And I've never really been that drunk before. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try to wash it down. So I put the water on and it starts overflowing.
Oh
I'm like,
my god.
And
And
how
at
did
the-
you get away with this? What ended up happening?
At this point, I'm like, I'm fucked because
Yeah.
all my older friends are gonna see this and not gonna hang out with me.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
and
have
there's
to
some
do-
girls there too.
Yeah, I have to do something.
Yeah.
And so I didn't have a cup, so I started scooping it with my hand and
He was trying to scoop it one by one and put it in the sink.
put it in the
Dripping it all over, going to the cracks of his
toilet.
fingers.
Yeah, and all I hear is, Chris, what are you doing? And of course, ching, opens it. I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah.
How do you feel
That
watching
was-
that video, Noah?
that
Because Noah
was-
loves throw up.
Yeah, that was
No,
a-
because I've literally heard Chris and seen him throw up at least 5 times.
I almost
now.
threw up on a while.
Yeah, in the car, right?
I literally I was in the front seat and he was directly behind me, and I had like my feet up, and just in case it went under the seat, because he literally just
Yeah. And then I'm driving. So imagine having this drunk Chris burping nonstop, throwing up every 2 seconds. Because when he guys, he's shotgun
really
high
gross.
noons. He's shotgun high noons, but high noons are bubbly and stuff, so it makes him so bad. I can't talk. So gassy. He's like, and I'm like, Chris, you keep burping, you're gonna make yourself throw up. Stop burping. And he's like, I can't. I'm like, stop burping. You're gonna make yourself throw up. So he literally makes himself throw up. So he's throwing up in the bag. It's like 2, 3 in the morning, and then Noelle's freaking out. She's like, first of all, it's freezing outside. She has the window down, like, oh my god, I can't. And I'm like, just driving. Like, oh my god, let me just get home right now because this is the worst thing in the world. Because I can't get mad because I've been to the point where I'm drunk, so I can't get mad at him. I low-key want to throw Noelle out the car because she's being dramatic, of course. I'm like, Noelle, he's throwing up. I can't do anything about it. He's throwing up. I'm sorry, but you're being dramatic.
I wasn't being as dramatic as he's making it seem,
No,
but
it
I
was
was
terrible.
definitely grossed out. You should have seen me when I was little. People have phobias. That's one of
my
mine.
God.
I fucking
All right,
hate
so
it.
to answer your question, what was I thinking? I don't fucking know.
You weren't thinking.
I wasn't thinking. I was just kind of.
Yeah, that was fun. I can't believe
that was a bad moment.
I
for
can't
me.
believe. Don't ever. Can I actually delete old TikTok videos? Because I can't believe that was actually a video.
That was horrible.
Why did I post content? But thing
Yeah.
is, if you didn't know me now, you would probably be like, "Oh, he's kind of hot." You know? Do I just?
That was really cringy.
Well, yeah, but you follow cringy guys.
On your Instagram, I'd definitely look and be like,
I
damn,
can't
he's
wait
really
till you're.
hot.
I can't wait till you're in the seat and we start talking about the guys
Oh,
that used to like
yeah.
before me.
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah, she used to. Yeah, she's like
But-
she's a tattoo like skinny boy. You know, guy like her.
Skinny boy?
No, I'm just joking.
Never
I know.
in my life.
No,
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
But
All right, I guess we'll wrap it up there, guys.
close this out.
This episode 1, guys. I'm so fucking excited. We're both so excited to have this because we're gonna have just a bunch of guests that are just good in their industry, or just good at what they do, and just talk to them and just dive deep into that. And
what
that's actually a
influences
little
them.
bit. I hope you guys. That was a lot of background into kind of us growing up.
Yeah.
Because I actually learned things about Chris that I didn't even know that he was going through at the time, which is, what influenced him to, be where we're at now, what influenced me to be where I'm at. And it's super exciting, and I'm excited. So comment down below any guests you guys want to see, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're going to be dropping did we pick a date yet?
I think Friday.
Fridays. I think we're going to be dropping every single Friday from here on out. We'll disclose the times then. Comment down below any guests you want to see. We have a bunch of guests already lined up, but any guests you guys want to see, any topics you want to talk about. We have a bunch of fun little segments that we're going to be doing. And anything else you want to say?
No, I think we're good.
No? Guys, subscribe to the channel. Shop Tiger Thick on thickboystudios.com. Noel's going to be on the next podcast.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting, guys. So cheers, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you guys.